everyone. Welcome back to the AskRebecca radio show. Thanks for joining me tonight on A1R Psychic Radio. I hope everyone had a great week. I know energetically things have been tough. Everyone's going through some version of emotional, physical, and mental release from minor to major. It can feel like people, things, and situations are disappearing from your life, or sudden conflicts are happening along with quick solutions. And then at other times, it seems like there's no solution available at all. Anger, frustration, sadness, a little bit of depression have been making their rounds as well. People getting triggered in all sorts of ways. Try to keep everything in perspective. Allow yourself to feel what you need. Set boundaries where you need. And lastly, be easy with yourself and others. It will pass. It's all going to pass. It's all just coming up so that you can let it go and move forward. You know, we're releasing, we're just letting go of the stuff that no longer serves us. And it's just all part of this expansion in consciousness and awareness and raising your vibration. Another thing that I've been getting is that many people are having unusual paranormal experiences, whether it's hearing, seeing, or feeling things that are kind of unexplainable, whether it's seeing something out of the corner of your eye. Some people are experiencing hearing things. Maybe you're hanging out in a room that's completely quiet, but you hear music or you hear background noise. A lot of times that is you kind of hearing into the astral plane. So yeah, there's all kinds of unique things. Maybe you're seeing flashes of light. Maybe you're starting to see energies or auras. So yeah, lots of different things coming up, synchronicities, maybe your intuition suddenly coming online, vivid dreams, some with people from your past, some with people who have passed away, and some with people that you know currently in your life. Basically, your multi-dimensional self is healing multiple timelines. So lots of odd experiences. And we do a lot of this work in our sleep state, right? Your soul never sleeps. It's always busy working and doing stuff. And so while your body's physically sleeping, your soul is working. And sometimes when you're feeling like you're dreaming, you're actually connecting to a different timeline or a different dimension and are working through things in that way. You could also be sleeping great one night and then the next night you're wide awake. You could also wake up and feel like someone or something is watching you, touching you, or maybe you just wake up and you feel afraid, but you don't really know why, and you're just kind of in bed under the covers telling yourself, ooh, I don't want to go to the bathroom right now because I feel creeped out. That could be happening for some of you. You could have night sweats or feel chilled down to the bone, like you just can't get warm. You could also have experiences of missing time. You could feel like you already did something or experienced something or watched something, yet what you did wasn't done, so you do it again, right? Like you thought you did something and then you walk into the kitchen and you're like, wait a minute, I could have sworn I put that dish away, but the dish is still sitting on the counter. Or maybe you're watching a TV episode and you know that it's a brand new episode that hasn't aired yet, but you're sitting there going like, okay, wait a minute. I know I've watched this. Like, did we just watch this last week? You're almost positive that you've already seen it. But again, it's just airing for the first time that evening. So lots of weird stuff, but rest assured, everything is okay. You're not going crazy. It's just stuff that everybody's experiencing. And if you're not experiencing it yet, well, you know, eventually it will happen for you too. Everybody's kind of experiencing things on an individual level. Everybody's on their own path. Everybody chooses what they want to experience. So if you're not experiencing stuff like that, you know, that's nothing to be upset about. It's not a competition or anything like that. So, all right, let's get into what you can expect from tonight through to next Thursday, January 17th. These are general predictions for everyone in areas of work, love, finances, health, and spirituality. General themes for the week. This week, more releasing of stuff that's been holding you back, but I do feel you'll move through it more quickly. You're also going to feel more free in areas of your life where you've done the majority of emotional purging and releasing. So, that you're going to, it's going to suck a little bit, because on one hand, you're like, yay, I got over this. I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling great. And then all of a sudden it's like, wham, you're moving into something else that you need to purge and let go of. So it's kind of going to be mixed energies of feeling free from the junk you just worked through, but then a different area of your life starts purging. You could also have mixed feelings about life in general. You could just be feeling uneasy in some way, or just questioning things. And you could even just have mixed feelings about certain people in your life. Again, these are all things that are coming up to be looked at so that you can make any necessary changes. I feel like it's important, don't ignore the feelings, but don't think that you need to blurt out every negative thought you're having either. You could end up ruining a relationship or sabotaging things that you really want to happen. So make sure that you're picking your battles, and think long and hard before you decide to call someone out on their crap. Plus, you need to make sure it's not your own crap that you're projecting onto others. So, again, as things come up, if you feel triggered, just make sure you're not just emotionally reacting, right? Try to remain neutral. Try to look at the bigger picture. Try to figure out, okay, is this me seeing the situation incorrectly based on my own feelings or perceptions or paranoia or worry or whatever it is. Just caution against explosive reactions, because those are not very helpful. Also, there's a feeling of possessiveness. So careful with possessive behavior, right? Like, careful with I just don't want you to feel, you can't ever possess anyone or possess people in general. And that feeling could come about this week because of any kind of fears that might be triggered, or, sometimes we just get possessive, like, oh, no, that's my friend and you can't be friends with anybody else. Or, oh, you're my boyfriend, husband, whatever, so you can't have a life outside of me or having fun or anything like that. So just be aware of those energies. Also, there's a possibility some of you will have people in your life going away for a while. Some of you, I feel like maybe somebody could be going to jail. Somebody could be an extended hospital stay. Somebody, I feel, is leaving for the military. Some others could just be moving out of state, further away from you. And some are traveling for work for an extended period of time. Life this week could feel like it's on the fast track, everything in hyperspeed. This week could be a total blur. Expect everything to be concentrated, intense, accelerated, full of rapid changes and strong initiations, one after another with barely a pause. You could feel like you're being catapulted into a completely foreign world at times. It's exciting depending on how you choose to view and handle the experiences that come your way. There's also a possibility we could see some things in the news or alternative news media about zero-point gravity, free energy, space travel, and other forms of technology that was reverse engineered from unidentified UFOs. Let me just say UFOs. So I do believe there's some reverse engineered technology that might be coming out. Also, as quickly as things may be moving in everyone's lives this week, it doesn't feel chaotic. I feel most will be very organized, focused, and things flow in an easy manner. There could be some moments where you allow yourself to get distracted or waste some precious time on nonsense, but I feel you'll catch yourself and get back to doing what's most needed. Another theme you could be working through this week is doubt. Doubt is connected to your belief. You only limit what you believe to be possible by own lack of imagination. So this week, allow yourself to imagine the impossible made possible. Your heart knows everything you envision can manifest according to divine timing and grace. Your mind is afraid and won't listen to your heart, So break free by using your mind to imagine the possibilities, believe your heart will show you the way, and trust the divine will follow through with you. Which brings me to the next energy theme for the week. I pulled a card for you guys, and the card was called Stag, and stag as in it looked like a deer. And the theme of it was trust and thrive. Come alive and thrive. Stand in your light and glory with grace and majesty. You have an opportunity to thrive. Trust in all you have to offer, all your gifts, strengths, and power. Make the most of it. You are born to lead, and this can only become reality when you are willing to put yourself in that position. Stag energy allows you to feel sick because the antlers keep away anything that could interfere with your intelligence and presence, and their strength gives you the power to be agile in your thinking. You are being encouraged to retain your dignity and be proud of who you are and all that you've accomplished. This in turn will give you even more power to thrive onwards and upwards. Lastly, before I get into work and everything else, I pulled an animal spirit card for everyone this week, and it's the hawk. And the hawk is watchful, all-seeing, and a messenger of divinity. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture. When this card appears, fate has its eye on you, and the winds are shifting. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly. Though it may seem small or insignificant, it will eventually redirect your course. When in balance, see clearly and intuitive. When out of balance, sees too much and is suspicious. To bring yourself back into balance, a shift in perspective. All right, those of you that are employed, improvement for some through either a promotion, raise, or other form of relief. Lots of action and getting things accomplished. Some could feel like you're repeating the same steps over and over again or doing double the work. Or it could be you're feeling bored with the same old day after day. Your job just feels repetitive. Some will be dealing with unfairness at work, especially anyone who is affected by the government shutdown. Some of you will be your own worst enemy this week by blurting out, arguing, or saying the wrong thing at the wrong time to the wrong person. Some of you could have a chip on your shoulder because you think policies and procedures should change even though no one else does. Some of you will think your shit doesn't stink, but your behavior is actually less than stellar. And lastly, not only may you be the one dishing out all of the above, but you could be on the receiving end of this from others as well. So it's kind of going to be a combination. Again, there's mixed energies. Those of you that are looking for a job, it's a good week for finding a job. If you're not having any luck, repeat steps that you've already taken, double back and follow up with places you've already applied. Sometimes all it takes is a nudge from you to get things moving again. Love, those of you in committed relationships and dating seriously, deeper levels of commitment and joy for some. It may not look like it on the surface, because maybe you've already been married for like 20, 30 years, or you already have your babies. You've basically gone on the outside surface as far as you can go, but it will definitely feel deeper. Maybe you're reconnecting more, spending more time together. Unfortunately, some of you will be dealing with conflict this week, arguing over things, avoiding each other, and some of you will be ending relationships, while others of you will be hanging on, but deep down inside, you know it's time to move on. Be honest with yourself and accept reality. Those of you that are single and dating, looking for love, it's a great week for dating and meeting someone. Right now, I just feel there are many people out there looking for each other, looking for their partner. Unfortunately, some of you are too afraid to put yourself out there, and the one looking for you is having no luck at all because you're sitting home on the couch. So get out and about, get out there, put yourself out there. Stop being afraid of love and worrying about losing it before you even have it. I definitely feel like some love connections this week, so I'm super excited for those of you that are out there taking a chance. Finances. Some of you are going to be seeing improvements financially long term. Some of you will see it short term by getting a helping hand. Some of you will have something or someone come into your life to help you earn more money or an opportunity. I do feel everyone will need to practice caution and restraint financially this week. Some of you are affected by the government shutdown and are either working for free temporarily or not at all without a paycheck coming this week. Unfortunately, I do feel like this will drag on a little longer. I do feel there's more going on than just an argument over funding the wall. It could last until the middle of next week to as long as the end of the month. I feel by February sometime, things should be back up and running unless something develops over the next couple of days, which causes it to go even longer. But I do see an end in sight. We'll see how it plays out. Health, those of you who have been feeling sick from various ailments should start to feel better this week. Your strength is returning. Others will be feeling pretty energized, happy, and healthy. Those of you with ongoing health issues, I do feel like it's time to incorporate some alternative methods to go along with your traditional treatment. Stress levels could be high this week. I feel lots of blood pressure issues. Take some cinnamon pills every day. Those help. I also feel some of you could get diagnosed with health issues due to stress. And all I keep getting is rest, relax, meditate, go for a walk, punch a pillow, do whatever you need to decompress, exercise. And lastly, some of you could be dealing with a little bit of anger and sadness. Spirituality, some of you could have someone come into your life that tries to convert you to their way of thinking or being, or you could try to convince someone else. Some of you may walk away from a religion or other spiritual practice. Some will have a spiritual teacher or mentor come into their life that will have a significant impact. And some of you will just be seeking out information and resources and basically being a sponge and absorbing everything that you possibly can. So that covers the week ahead for everyone. Let me get to tonight's caller. I have Sydney in Dallas, Texas. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you? Good, how are you?
Doing pretty good. How can I help you this evening?
I'm not sure. Been going through a lot of different things lately. And, kind of like wondering if I'm kind of headed in the right direction, not right direction. I've been having some like deja vu type stuff happen in the past maybe like couple of days, but I'm still not sure. So but yeah.
Okay, yeah. I definitely feel like you've got a lot going on. I feel like there's choices that you need to make. I feel like you're feeling confused about what to do, what not to do, where to go, where not to go. I feel like you're feeling a little overwhelmed, maybe even a little disorganized. Like, I just feel like you're trying to do too much. Like, your focus is way all over the place, and I feel like you need to narrow your focus. The deja vu is connected, to me, what that always signifies is that you're on the right path, right? Like, you're in the right time, in the right place. And it's confirmation about whatever you've been thinking and feeling. With heading in the right direction, I kind of feel like it's connected to work and love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. It's more so connected to work more than anything, and it's like I'm kind of in a limbo period at the moment with work, and it's been a sticky situation, and I've been waiting for kind of like that green light to go ahead and get started kind of thing. I recently took a leap of faith and actually moved from Dallas to Florida without something set in place. And so I'm kind of at that point where I'm waiting for the other person to come through, and I'm kind of like going, okay, is it like a mistake for going out there? But then I'm getting like signs like, no, it's not. But then I'm like, I don't know how long it's going to take. So I'm just kind of in a limbo, like, I don't know what's going on kind of period.
So I don't feel like your move to Florida was a mistake. Where in Florida are you?
Panama City Beach.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, I'm in Orlando, so you're a little further away from me. Okay, your move definitely wasn't in vain. I feel like that was a good move for you, regardless of what pans out with this other situation. So what I feel like, okay, is this connected? Because I almost feel like you're trying to pursue like your own type of business venture, like working for yourself, or maybe you're partnering up with this person. Is that? It is okay.
Yeah,
all right. I just want to make sure I'm on the right track here. Okay. So what I feel about this is okay. Well, it's weird. Like I feel like one of you is on the creative side of things, the creative spectrum, and then the other person is like more of the structured, rigid, precise, like like maybe the accounting, keeping track of the money, or like I feel like there's two separate personalities.
Uh-huh.
Are you?
No, yeah,
would
you're
you
right.
consider yourself the creative person?
I definitely would be the creative person, and I feel like because of all the stress that I've been having, it's been like hard for me to be creative more so than anything lately. And it's like, it's hard to turn that hat back on when everything else is pulling at you kind of thing. And it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like, I feel like I'm losing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I completely understand. Okay, so what I'm kind of feeling here is, like, I don't want to say anything negative about this other person, but I kind of feel like maybe you put a little too much trust and a little too much of your financial well-being into this person. And trusting that, like, it's almost like it almost feels like a deal that seems too good to be true. That turns out that it is too good to be true.
Right.
So what I feel is you need to be pursuing your creative side on your own, because I feel like it's going to flourish. You need to put your energy into what it is that you want to create and not wait for this other person to fulfill their role or what they were supposed to do. I kind of feel like you need to start looking and making things happen on your own. I don't necessarily feel like this person is going to be completely out of the picture. I just feel like things are going to shift where maybe you're in charge, you're the owner, and this person can be like a contractor, or like, I just don't feel like it's a partnership in that way. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So again, I don't like, I just feel like this other person has some stuff going on, some drama and some stuff that is affecting what you're supposed to be doing together. And your whole limbo is based on this other individual. And I feel like you've got to take control back, and you just need to do what you need to do. Because I feel like your creative side, like, it's going to flourish. Can I ask you what it is that you do, what you're into?
No, yeah, you're good. It's like I'm really good at marketing and graphic design and social media and stuff like that. And I've recently partnered up with like working for a country singer, and it's like it's a lot. It's a lot to get through because there's multiple people involved, and then everything else with that. And it's been like a limbo for me as far as like getting my job title, under control, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
So that's why I'm kind of like,
yeah. Yeah. I say let all of that drama go and just let things happen as they will. I only have 30 seconds left, but I wanted to tell you, like, you can be doing stuff on your own to make money. Like I feel like you're kind of a badass when it comes to marketing and social media, and you could be helping people like me. You could be helping other people that the market doesn't cater to.